With flash flooding, the water moves in quickly and tends to recede just as fast. The cleanup, though, takes a lot longer.
And 2 on your side's Heather Lee takes us to Depew tonight, where people are trying to get rid of the muddy mess and the debris left behind.
Just as quickly as Cayuga Creek invaded yards and homes on Bryan Avenue in Depew, the water was gone.
This morning when I woke up, it looked like nothing had happened, just everything's just covered with mud.
The creek, swollen by record rainfall, overflowed its banks and water moved more than 1,000 feet up toward these houses and just kept rising.
I noticed that my feet were getting wet and I took a step back. And then I looked around a little bit again and my feet were getting wet again. And I'm like, oh my God, this is coming in fast.
Jonathan Holsel guesses the water was past his knees 15 minutes after it started rushing in. Not enough time to save everything in his garage.
There are 4 vintage Harley Davidsons in the garage. Lost all the lawnmowers, the riding lawnmowers, the push mowers.
Still, he considers himself lucky compared to his neighbor, Beth Podluski.
Well, they swam out of here last night. Literally swam out of here last night.
The water at its worst was up to the brown trim on her home, which is unfortunately where her floors begin. Carpets were soaked. Some floors are already starting to buckle. There was nearly 2 inches of mud in her laundry room.
The water has never, ever come in my house, ever.
Beth and her friends of 40-plus years were supposed to spend today at Canalside celebrating a birthday. Instead, they cleaned, bleached, and salvaged what they could.
I just finished remodeling it. I've been working on it for 7 years. And I know things can be replaced, and so could have been worse. People could have been hurt.
Now, this house here doesn't have a basement, just a crawl space, and the owners tell me that they've opened everything up to try and let some air flow through, and then they can further assess the damage. They're just really worried about moisture at this point. But really, 24 hours after this water began to rise, such a difference. Just some small puddles in some areas and a little bit of mud in some spots. They've done a whole lot of cleaning, and they've already rebuilt the stairs. Yesterday, at this time, that water came up to the very top of that railing. Reporting live in Depew tonight, Heather Lee, Channel 2 News.